Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm here with another Raising Kanan Season 4 theory and prediction. Today's theory, I will explain why young Ghost and Tommy will meet Kanan after Jukebox leaves for the military, and I'm also predicting that Jukebox will leave for the military by the end of Season 4 after, of course, catching her own body. What I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how and why this happens, which includes me to talk about the replacement theory within Power Universe. And also I'm going to explain, based on the timeline of Raising Kanan, what year this is likely to happen, or whether we're in the year that it will happen, and everything that goes in between that, okay? This video is going to be another banger. Without any further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so let's break it down like this, people. This is how young Ghost and Tommy will meet Kanan after Jukebox leaves for the military. They have this thing that I call the replacement theory, but it's less a replacement theory and more like something that Power definitely does. And it's a formula that also other shows and movies do as well, which is that when it comes to major characters in the Power Universe, right? They usually get replaced right after they disappear, or rather, they get replaced by who will be the next major characters within the ongoing story of Power once that person either dies or leaves, or right before that person dies or leaves, right? With that being said, Jukebox will likely leave first, and that will leave the opportunity for young Ghost and Tommy to come in and fill that void. Now, the void that I'm talking about and why Ghost and Tommy will become Jukebox replacement is for the simple fact of this. Yes, Kanan is going to have Breeze come in at some point, right? And there is a replacement theory that I have for Breeze as well that I will include in another video that's probably going to come out this week. But as far as Jukebox, Jukebox is the only other teenager that Kanan really is around like that, who's really close to Kanan. Now, he's going to have the pregnancy debacle with Crystal or whatever, but we should expect Crystal to not be in the picture by the end of the season. We should expect that because Crystal is not Sean's mother. So either she's going to disappear and have an extra kid somewhere, or she's not really pregnant, or she's going to lose the baby for whatever reason and she's going to leave the story. But what Kanan does need from a narrative perspective, right, is another teenage character or characters that are closer to his age that he's going to have to deal with, and he's going to face different challenges with. Not exactly like how it is with Jukebox, but in that lane, if you narratively understand what I'm saying. And that's why those people will be young Tommy and Ghost, especially because with the way Kanan's life is going, it's already bringing us in the direction of him meeting Ghost and Tommy naturally. Now, I was definitely one of the people who said last year that we have seen young Ghost and Tommy already. But I want to still speak on the possibility that maybe it has not happened yet. And that's only because I have an idea for how it's really going to happen in a video or videos that are going to come out later this week that kind of makes more sense to me. So it's very possible that even though we seen that one white boy next to the one black boy in the back, even after everything everyone else said, who said it may be young Ghost and Tommy, just because Tommy was the only white boy for 20 blocks, that doesn't mean he was the only white boy in Jamaica, Queens. If you're familiar with Queens, there's a fair amount of white boys around. There's a fair amount of white boys around, right? But when you get to the hood of the hood of the hood, right? And not people who are couriers, right? Because Ghost and Tommy, if the timeline is accurate and Kanan is really 5 years older than them, they are simply too young to be couriers at the time when Kanan had his courier business, okay? Kanan will most likely run into one or both Ghost and Tommy randomly in the street first, and then find out they go to school together. Now, like I said, Jukebox will be going to the military. You have to have a GED or a high school diploma to go to the military. We know Jukebox is about to graduate. She's already 18. She's never been left back. So that time is coming. Once Kanan sees how tough Ghost and Tommy are, he'll test them out to see if they can successfully move weight in school. And the rest is going to be history from there. And now, we have to take a look at the timelines within Power and Raising Kanan, which is not 100% accurate, but if you're paying attention, it can only be year 91 or the year 92. So let's think about it, right? Right now, it's either 91 or 92. Some people lean more towards 92. That means Jukebox is currently 18, which Marvin confirmed in season 3. That means Kanan is 17. So, if Ghost and Tommy were born around 78, that means in 1998 they would be 20. That means in 97 they would be 19. 96 they would be a year younger than that, a year younger than that, a year younger than that. And if you keep them being born around 1978, that means when 1992 rolls around, they're 13, 14 years old, something like that. Around 13, 14 years old, it is said that that's when Ghost started hustling in the streets. Now, also, that puts Tommy and Ghost around the age where you go and you become a freshman in high school, okay? Now, of course, 13 is not that age, but 14 is that age. 15 is that age. So, if they're freshmen and they're 14 years old, 14 going on 15, then you can add 5 years to that. That's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It is said that around 19, Kanan met Ghost and Tommy. But here's another thing we have to factor in, which is that Kanan is likely going to miss a lot of time in school, and he's going to have to make that time in school up. And he will have a reason to where he really has to go to school and get that done. Maybe it has something to do with family court, but then again, he'll be 18, 19. We don't know what's going on with that. Maybe for the simple sake of wanting to control what goes on with the drugs in his school, he'll find it advantageous for him to remain in school. Or maybe he'll be out of school already because he's 18, but he still ran into Ghost and Tommy around that time, and he's giving them their first chances to show them how lucrative they can have the drugs moving within that high school, which is still going to have Kanan around. But this is still going to be after Jukebox leaves. We are now within the Raising Kanan timeline, a mere months at best from Jukebox going to military school and leaving, which then opens the void for now young Ghost and Tommy to come into the picture. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-given. That's touched by an angel. That's on the dome, nigga.